Well, UPL is down 11% now. So it was frozen down in 11%. So someone out there is really hammering the stock and is really hammering the stock very, very aggressively. I don't remember when was the last time we saw this kind of an cascading fall in a stock like UPL. But rest of the market, well, it's a weak market. The change of color, I think, is very evident on my screen. The number of stocks which are down in the F&O market, in the broader market today, are exceptionally high. But what a crack in UPL. 10%, and I think the stock is off the circuit now, and it has cracked more. So 11% lower for UPL, which till yesterday was the biggest gainer in F&O. You know how things change, how sometimes news flow can really, really change the directional move. For a stock which was all set to go past 500 is now threatening to go below 400 in a matter of less than 24 hours. Anil Agarwal joins us now, Executive Chairman with Vedanta Resources and Chairman with Vedanta. Mr. Agarwal, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to this episode of IRM, a show on which we debate, deliberate and also ideate what is the way forward for the economy and what can be done to bring India back on the growth track. The global economy has managed to bounce back, even though what appeared like a crisis of the century, and IMF called it the biggest contraction since 1920 after Great Depression. The comeback has been nothing short of unreal. We all are marveling at the way how demand for on the consumer end, at the industrial end, and also at the capex end has come back.
I'm fully agree with you. The way people has responded with so much of speed, it shows what happened and how they bounce back and coming back, which is amazing. Worldwide it is happening, but in India is tremendous. India is probably more faster than anywhere else in the world.
So what, to your mind, Mr. Agarwal, has really aided to this swift comeback? The ability of the consumer to hold on and to generate demand has been quite extraordinary, even though the background has been slightly scary.
I think India recovery has been recognized very positive, according to me. If you see all the report which is coming in, showing a phenomenal growth rate. I see the way Reserve Bank talking about the positivity. In general, the whole world is looking to invest in India. For me, I find today, if you've seen the Invest India got an award from UN, which is very commendable. So people are definitely looking very positive and positive outlook for India. There is, to me, you will see there will be no better country than India with the kind of this government, the transparency, the decisiveness to doing the reform. Whatever you call it, the Atmanirbhar Bharat, it has reached to every part of the world, and that will give us very positivity to our economy.
Mr. Agarwal, metal prices have been on tear, from steel to aluminum, from copper, even to zinc. Do you think the rise in metal prices is not going to sustain? Do you think markets are pricing in, or metal markets are already pricing in a swift economic recovery?
These are for some half of the producer, this is their cost, what is priced today. So the price has to go up. I have a feeling the price will rally for another 10% to 25%. Whether it's oil and gas, whether it's a gold, silver, copper, aluminium, zinc, iron ore. So I'm very positive as far as the price is concerned. As far as Vedanta is concerned, we are the lowest cost of producer of these things. So I always said we are the last one to die. So we always keep our cost very, very low. And this is the huge brand we have in the world. So I'm looking that this rally will continue for a while.
Right, but Mr. Agarwal, do you think demand is here to stay? How exactly would you like to map the Indian supply and demand scenario?
India has about 7 to 10% growth, which is probably one of the highest in the world, any sector in the commodity. Whether you take oil and gas has about 5%, 3 to 5% growth. If you see copper, similar, aluminum, similar. So the consumption, India, we have absolutely on the baseline. We are hardly producing anything. And our geology, our resources, if you see whether the human resources, natural resources, our technology mind, the tremendous potential. So I think it will result into more consumption in India, more prosperity, more construction will happen, more with this government, more infrastructure will develop, more natural resource will develop. Technology, this will be technology of hub. I have always said that government is in a process of reforming the defense sector. We have 54 factories.
Mr. Agarwal, which are the other sectors you think are likely to be corporatized and you would be interested in bidding?
Yeah, as every sector, if you look at the government, we have a tremendous capability. The world is run by the Indian mind. The US government has just formed. So many people of Indian origin has been taken in the cabinet. UK government run literally by the Indian mind. So Indian mind is phenomenal. I have always said that we can definitely create another Alibaba. We can create all the Amazon, anything. Very important is that to be liberal, they need more voting right. The promoter who start the business, the entrepreneur who start the business, they need more voting right. And because they have to sell their equity cheap, but they have to run the company. So that this is one thing probably people are looking, and that has to come also. So more technology company can come in as a large company.
Now, India recently concluded the stake of coal block auction, and you've emerged as a highest bidder in one of the blocks. What is the plan, and why exactly are you planning to foray in the coal mining business?
Yeah, we have done, the government has done just bit. It has nothing as much has happened, and we have acquired one block, which we will start. We are doing the feasibility. We'd like to start coal mining as early as possible. And one of the biggest thing has happened, which as cabinet has looked at, the government is not revenue minded; they are production minded. This is again as a game changer. So as far as we are concerned, the commercial mining, what has happened, may take care of about 10% of our demand, but many more to come. And I'm looking, the government is coming out with a bigger mine of 200 million ton, 100 million ton, which foreigners will be more keen to participate.
The government has decided to pull BPCL and SCI on the block. It's public information. In the past, you've expressed your interest to bid for BPCL. What is the update there?
We are not acquiring anything. The government has said that they would like to sell some of the stake of these companies. I am in this business. So we are evaluating. We were evaluating how does it work. Oil, because we are producing crude oil. We are looking at downstream, whether downstream can work to supply the crude oil. So BPCL can be more healthier. So they have a definite supply of BPCL oil. So, but it is completely on evaluation stage. We are going to do the due diligence. We are very primarily stage. We have no idea whether we'll go ahead or not. But definitely, I've opened my shop, and in shop, any customer walk in, I have to entertain. I have to give him attention and to look at.
How is the arbitration process for Hindustan Zinc balance stake moving?
No, government was very keen to divest this because the 2,000% return they got. Government, there will never be a one-to-one deal. It will be a process which will run. It can be much faster because time is the essence, and the process will run. It may go to other shareholder. Other people can bid for the share. Anything can happen. But whether it will come to us, I really don't know. We cannot acquire more than 5% of the share. So those restrictions are there. But it is important for the government to divest, to take the money. So this the big chunk of money, so they can fill the gap of their deficit and the target which they have made for the disinvestment. Some money can come in.
What about the debt management plans? There is an overhang of nearly $2.5 billion. That there are repayments which are due in next 12 to 18 months. How exactly are you planning to service your debt?
I think we have best managed debt managed company. We have, in terms of our earning, we are very comfortable on the debt. We have a 75,000 crore debt. We will be making 35,000 crore profit, which is 2.5 times of our debt. We have invested 2,70,000, 2,80,000 crore hard cash into the company.
Mr. Agarwal, you've been working on simplifying the group corporate structure, starting with the Kane merger, Vedanta Resource delisting. Will that be on your priority list now?
As far as simplification is concerned, we always look at to simplify our company. As you've seen, the Kane, we have merged. Hindustan Zinc divestment will happen. That will also, again, will be simplifying. We are looking our ESL company, which we have a steel company. How do we simplify a power company? So that process is going on. Always we'll be looking at how we can simplify the structure. So it will remain one flow of revenue, one flow of dividend. So this is, and less leakage, less leakage. As far as your, we have no plan to raise. We have to raise our equity in Vedanta, and we're not going to make any offer at the moment. We have nothing in our hand to make any offer, and if anything comes up, we'll let you know. But at this point of time, we have no plan to do it.
All right, Mr. Agarwal, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us. Pleasure as always. We're going to take a very quick break. Back in a minute.